I think I am. I think so.
Hello. Hi, everybody. We are on Reading with
Someone
Joan
is not quite
again.
audible there.
Yeah. We are on Reading with Joan on our Couch Talk. We want to thank you for joining us today. Like our little banner indicates, we are talking about greetings, the African way. Hey, whoo! Are you happy?
Benny.
Did you just hear what she said? You know, I asked her, are you happy? And she replied me in Yoruba, Benny. What I mean, I wasn't expecting that. Thank you, Jen. So she really just gave me that answer. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Today we have Judith with us. Remember a few weeks, the last week we read her story. She's from Kenya. She's going to be discussing with us about greetings from Kenya. And the context we are doing it is not just the greetings, but why do we greet? How do we relate it to our family, to our friends? Is there any differences in different areas, and what is the implications of greetings? I think the aim of doing this is to let kids know out there the importance of greetings from the African way. And while you are living in Scotland or anywhere you are in the world, you can be able to assimilate your culture to wherever you are and still be bold and confident in your identity as who you are. Be proud of where you're coming from, be proud of your roots, and just enjoy who you are. And you can also educate other people about why you greet the way you do. So before I go on, I want to ask Jemima, can you please tell me greetings? What is about greetings, you know, for all the little life you've lived?
Did I? No.
Okay, let's just go.
So greetings is like saying hello to people, because if you don't greet, they'll like feel sad. And
so greetings is like saying hello to people, and if you don't greet, they feel sad. That's interesting. That's a I never knew that people feel sad if you don't greet them. But it's interesting for you to hear from Jet. So that means if you don't greet Jet, she takes it very personal and she's sad. So whenever you see little Jet, you need to greet her. Anyway, now she just talked about greetings from how we need to appreciate each other and appreciate each other, welcoming each other, respecting each other when we meet each other. But now, Big J, can you tell me greetings from your context as an African? What does that mean to you?
Greetings are taken very seriously.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't just say hi to an adult.
Mm-hmm.
I've been told all the time to that.
Yeah.
You have to say good morning or good afternoon. And where my mom is from, sometimes you like kneel down when you say it.
Okay. So that means in Africa, greetings are taken very seriously, and you are expected to show your respect or you show your responsibility by the way you greet. And I know that in Africa, you need to add ma'am or sir in most of the places. So you don't just say good morning. You have to say good morning, ma'am. Good morning, sir. That's just a little bit of courtesy. I know that today things are a bit different, but just where we came from. And that is how we appreciate those that are older than us. Ayo, can you please tell me about greetings your own way? Unmute yourself. Can you unmute yourself? Okay, let me unmute you. Okay, try and unmute yourself. I'm finding it difficult to do that. Ayo, can you unmute yourself? Oh, how do I do that?
It says ask.
Yeah, so Ayo, unmute yourself. Okay, she's gone. She's not saying anything. Olufemi, you're here. I don't know if you can unmute yourself and tell me about greetings from your own way. Okay, somebody has just sent a chat. Let me see. All right, so that's fine. All right, she says she's not sure what to say, but that's interesting. Another thing is when you greet in my place, you have to know how to do it. Yeah, you greet the junior ones differently from the way you greet the older ones. Like you use O in front of the junior one and use E in front of the older one. So it shows reflecting how the age differences. So if Jamie wants to greet Jed or talk to Jed, Jamie will say Caro or Kilo. You know, you use the
like
O.
You use French as well.
Yeah, you do.
Because when you say,
so you do that in French as well. Le and you know.
Yeah, so when you're saying like please, you say s'il te plaît when you're talking to like a friend or someone that you know. I say s'il vous plaît when you want to show respect.
Exactly. So you can see that. So we also have that in Africa where you have that E and O. So in where I come from, so I use the E caro to an older one. That means E, older one, good morning. And I say caro to a younger one where I say, hey, younger one, good morning. So that brings in the respect and the appreciation of each other. So now I'm going to ask Judith to tell us what it is from Kenya, what greetings is, how they create meaning out of greetings to educate us about another aspect. Yeah, Judith.
Okay. Well, as far as I can remember, when I was growing up, we had different forms of greeting. So there's greeting, like you said, for the younger generation or for the casual occasion, and then greetings for those people you hold in high esteem. Like there was this greeting I remember when my brother-in-law came to our home to marry my sister.
Okay.
So we were taught how to, when he comes into the house, we were taught how to greet him. So we have to enter the house, and we have to take the left hand and cross it onto the right hand, because in Africa you can never greet someone with the left hand.
Ooh.
It's always the right hand, even if you are left-handed. You take the left hand, you cross it onto the right hand, and then you shake their, and you look the face, you look them in the eyes, and it's a firm shake. So that's the best. If you ask any African person, that's the most important. Even your teachers, your headmaster, your priest, that's how you treat. That's the number one sign of respect. It's not like, oh, hello, and then you say good morning, jumbo, you know.
Yeah.
So you hold. Can you see my hand?
Yeah, I think you did this.
Like this. You cross it like this. Can you see?
No, I can't see. So move
like
your hand. No.
And then you shake.
You have to move your hands a bit. We can't see yet. We can't see your hand.
Shake their hand, yeah. And then you bend a bit. You lower your head a bit.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I can hear you.
Am I doing it right?
Can you? Yeah. And then you shake. Yeah. You shake their hand with very much respect. Yes. Yes. Respect. That your father maybe do it.
Let's see what to you. Yeah, she just did it. Yeah, come on.
Like that.
Show me again.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes. It has to be straight. You have to be straight, and then you shake the hand. And then you have to humble yourself. Yes.
Oh yeah, humble. Bow your head down. Bow your yeah, that's right. All right.
Well done.
So what is the implication?
Well done. And
what's the implication of bowing down your head?
Yeah.
What's the implication of bowing down your head?
It's because you don't have you don't have to bow down your head, but it's just you have to hold you are holding these people in high regard. So you to bow, not like the Japanese. So it's total respect.
Okay.
Total
okay. So I think that's part of Japanese culture, as you just mentioned, because when they are greeting in Japan, they kind of bow and
those who are older, you hold in higher respect. But if
okay.
Yes, and maybe two, or you can use two hands.
Mm-hmm. The link is breaking, but we are hearing. If you can get back. All right, so we'll get back once Judy comes in. I've learned something very interesting for where Judy came from in Kenya, which I didn't know before. And I guess everybody is getting educated about greetings from Judith's way. Because when you greet, you lift up, a junior one wants to greet the older one. They lift up the left hand and put it on the right. Keep it straight. Yeah, and then do a bit of a jellyfish. So we are going to get her back. I think, yeah. So are you back? Can we hear you? Okay, so continue, Judith. We lost you a bit. Oh, she's still off. Right. So coming back to where I came from in Nigeria. Okay. Yes, we can hear you. It's just breaking a bit. Can we?
Yes.
Yeah. So you were saying something. Before we came on air, we were talking
connection
about.
Is not.
Yeah, the connection is a bit bad. I know that. Yeah. I'm just trying to. Before you came on air, you were talking about the greetings in, is it Zambia or Zimbabwe, one of the Zim countries that is different from yours? Can you tell us that? Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm speaking from because I used to have I have some Zambian friends, and I know some Ugandans as well. And then also, if you go on social media, you see about these things. That I was surprised that when a wife is like sort of presenting food to the husband, or just greeting them, they kneel down. They have to kneel down in. I found that a bit really, they have to go on all fours and greet them and that way. I said, wow, that's amazing. You don't learn about these things, but
Judy, that's fascinating really, because in Nigeria, traditionally, you do that too. It's because of modernization that things are changed. Traditionally in Nigeria, children kneel down, prostrate to greet their adults, and then wives are expected to kneel down to give their husband food. So that also applies in Nigeria. But because times have changed and things have changed, everybody's on the table now, things have changed, but we still expect that same cordial, relationship between a wife and a husband, not necessarily kneeling down again, but culturally, that is what is also expected in Nigeria.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Okay.
So is
it a sort of sign of appreciation for? Because some people were saying, yeah. Okay.
You were saying something.
And some people were saying it's somehow some people.
Some people said what? We didn't hear that.
Okay. That it's a form of being the wife being submissive to the partner, to the husband, and they were thinking it's a bit too much, because I think they are looking at it in the eye of the century, or the
exactly.
I think they're looking at it that way.
Yeah. And I think this is some of the things, Judith, I think this is some of the things that we need to educate our kids. That although that is the way it has been, to the people there, it was not submission, or it was not oppression. It was the way of life. It was the way of appreciating their husbands. It was the way of appreciating their parents. So for now, although things are not like that, but you shouldn't see that in a bad light. You should see it as what they knew best and how they related. I hope we have a concession there.
Yes.
So that
you know why?
Now, you say something.
Do you know why? Sorry. Do you know why? Yeah, I would say that's why the marriages those days thrived, because if you look fast forward to 21st century, it's like marriages are falling apart. I think people are to go back to the way of our parents, or of our grandparents, of our ancestors. Look back, and see what they did right back then, because things are not well in this current current generation.
Judith, that's a very sensitive topic. Judith, that's a very sensitive topic, and it's a very sensitive topic. But you know that back then there were also things that were not right. So we have to learn to draw the fine line between what was right and what was not right. And just like you said, we pick the good parts. And not throw the baby with the bath water. So there were certain things that were good then, and obviously there were certain things that were not good. Just imagine if you have a very hungry husband, and your husband always demanded all that. In your psychic, you lose your own personality because you go down that route. But in a loving home, even in a loving home, and in a home where the husband appreciates the wife and the honor the wife is giving, just imagine how beautiful the home would be. So it depends now in the people in the relationship. But before I stray away, we were talking about greetings. I don't want to stray away from the topic. And I want to appreciate what it means to greet. And so, can you tell us, Judith, how do you greet? What's the word to use in Kenya to greet?
Okay, so I'm gonna start with the Luo tribe, right? So we use the time of day like you, obviously. So we have a word. It's a casual word like amosi. So this word, you can use it from, if you see somebody from afar, you can say, "Oh, amosi, amosi," and then they will say, "Amosi ahia, amosi, amosi, amosi." A-M-O-S-I. A-M-O-S-I. Amosi.
Amosi. Okay. All right.
Amosi.
Okay.
And then you say, you will say berahinya. Very fine. You say, absolutely fine.
Berahinya. Amosi, Judith. Amosi, Judith.
Berahinya. Berahinya.
We just got that. Okay, that's interesting. So, Jamie, Amosi. Say berahinya. Amosi. That's fine.
Well done. Yeah.
All right.
Quick.
So
they're very quick. Yeah.
Yeah. Berahinya. So what other questions?
Okay. So I will use the time of day. So if it's in the morning, if that's the sort of the template. So if it's in the morning, someone will ask you. It will be like a question. Oyaore means it's sort of brightened. It's like the day has come.
Right. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. It has dawned. It has dawned. Yeah. Oyaore ahenya, and then you will say oyaore ahenya, right?
Okay.
So that's in the morning, and then in the afternoon they will ask you, irionade. How was your day? Irionade or au rionade. Au, a collective term. Au rionade. How was your day? And then you will say au rio mabe.
Ooh. Wow.
Then if in the evening, I will ask you oimore. That means it's darkening. It's it's not dawning now. It's darkening. Oimore.
Yeah. Oimore.
Oimore. And then you say oimore ahina.
Oimore ahina.
Ahina. Nya.
Ahinya.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah. Oh God,
Ahinya.
this is beautiful.
Yes.
I'm learning so much. Yeah.
So we'll go to Swahili because I said I would speak on what I know and what everybody else in Kenya knows because Swahili is a national language, right?
Yes. Yes.
So in Swahili, I will ask you, where is this? Jambo. Jambo is a very casual. Like Jambo, it's like Amosi as well. Jambo. If somebody is a bit far, you say Jambo.
Yeah.
And then they will say Jambo san. You know of the song they sing, right?
Yeah.
Jambo, Jambo bwana, habari nzuri sana.
Okay, that's what Jambo means. Okay,
it's a greeting song to the tourists. You know that song, Jambo?
Yeah, I've heard it before.
Yeah, it's a greeting song. Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Yes. Alafu, they will ask, habari ya asubuhi is in good morning. Good morning. Habari ya asubuhi. Alafu, habari ya asubuhi.
Alafu, that's it.
Well, no, you don't have to say. You don't have to say alafu. You don't have to say alafu. Yeah. You don't have to say alafu because alafu means and then. Because I wanted to say something else, and that's why I say and then. Don't say alafu. Just say habari ya asubuhi.
Yeah.
Or habari ya mchana. That's in the afternoon. Habari ya mchana. In the afternoon. Habari ya jioni, that's in the evening. And then if you want to go to bed, someone will say lala salama. Lala salama. That's to bid somebody good night.
Wow.
Lala salama, yes.
Lala salama, Judge.
Salama, not salami.
Salama.
Not salami, but salama.
Yes. Salama. Okay, good.
Salama.
We're getting all right. That's interesting because I didn't know all this.
Yeah, it's ala salama. Salama means peaceful. Have a peaceful rest. Salama means peaceful. So Lala, sleep peacefully. Lala. Lala means sleep.
Okay. Yala, sleep peacefully. Yeah.
Sleep peacefully. Lala salama, sleep peacefully.
Wow.
And then to say bye, you say kwaheri. Bye. Kwaheri.
So when we are leaving today, we need to say we used to say kwaheri to you. Kwaheri, Judith. Thank you for coming. Kwaheri.
Yes, kwaheri. Yes.
We have to say kwaheri.
And then I'll say asante sana. Thank you very much for having me. Asante sana. Thank you very much for having me. If you tell me kwaheri Judith, and then I'll say asante sana, which means thank you for having me.
Asante sana.
Asante sana.
Right.
Means thank you very much.
Oh God. Judith, thank you so much. I can't grasp everything. But to be honest, I am fascinated to know somewhere else in Africa, which I'm proud of, to know how they greet. And I watch this video over and over again to try and learn this greeting. So that the next time I see you, I will be able to say, Kwaheri. I'll be able to say that. So I do really appreciate
to say bye.
So in my context, in the context of where I come from, in Nigeria, where I grew up from, because where I grew up from in Nigeria is different from where I come from in Nigeria. So I might just brief between the two slightly. So because in Nigeria, we have...
I love your culture. I love your culture.
We have over 250 ethnic groups and languages. So you can't even just, you can't just pick one and say, but there are three main ones. One is Yoruba, and one is Hausa, and one is Igbo. So I grew up in the Yoruba aspect, but I'm from another place entirely. So in Yoruba aspect, when you wake up in the morning, you say Ekaro for an adult, and then you say Karo for a child. So now you say Ekaro for an adult, and then Karo for a child. In the afternoon, Jed, when we want to greet, you say Ekaro is morning. In the afternoon, you said Ekason. Ekason is afternoon. That means the sun is out. The sun is out is in the afternoon. Ekason. Or in the, so if you are speaking to a child, you say Kason. And then in the evening, you say Ekurole. That means it is getting to the evening. It's getting, the dusk is here. Ekurole. And then you say Ekurole. Ekurole. And then in the night, when you're going to bed, you finally say Ekale. Or if you come in the night and you want to greet someone in the night, that is night, anything from 8 o'clock p.m., 7 p.m., you say Ekale. So that means you say good night, Ekale. And then when you want to say, when you want to go to bed and the day has ended, you now say Odaro. You understand? I mean, I'm going to bed. I'll see you in the morning. Odaro. I'll see you in the morning. Odaro means morning. So so you see, it's a progression between the day, the afternoon, the night, and then I'll see you in the morning. So you see that progression.
I'll see you in the morning.
See you in the morning.
Oh, amazing.
So that's the way Yoruba greet. And for my culture, I would be very careful not to pronounce it well. So if you want to greet in my culture, you say Bodia. That is how
your culture is there?
My culture is
Igbo.
Isha. That's my own tribe. I come from Isha, but I lived in Yoruba land. So if I want to greet in Isha, I'll say Bodia, means how are you? Bodia. And then the person will reply Odia Meme. Bodia is the greeting, and then Odia Meme means it is very good. Odia Meme. That is, I'm very good. It is very good. Odia Meme. So you can see, it's a lot of languages, and it's a lot of mixture of tribes. But I love it because in the mix of it, you can say in Hausa, Inakwana, Inageja. That means how are you? I'm fine. You understand? In Igbo, what is Igbo? Kai. I wish my Igbo friends were here. All right, I'll leave the Igbo one because they slaughter me if I pronounce it wrongly. But the thing is, it's interesting to be in the midst of all this. And for kids, it's for them to appreciate that these cultures are there. They enrich us. We learn to respect both the young and the old. And they've been there for centuries. And it is good for them to at least learn it and appreciate it, and also teach their friends. You can imagine Jamie going to school and start teaching their friends Ekaro. You understand? And then the friends come next day, oh, Jamie, Karo. You understand? And that just that would make us so proud. That would make us so proud. Like, and I'm just giving all the children a weapon. Go to school, teach one of your friends your language. Teach them how to greet in your language. And then tomorrow morning, I want you to greet me in my language, because that will make me very happy. That will increase my self-esteem. That will increase my confidence. That will make me proud as an African, because you now share my experience. You share my experience in greetings. You share my experience and you understand me better, because you can greet me my own way. And that is the gospel. Because that is the only way we can start appreciating each other, if we can learn from each other. Exactly. So going back to things back, you need to learn to go. Let your parents teach you your greetings. Go to school, call your best friend and say, I need to teach you how to greet in my language. And then you teach them. All the African. Thank you. You're so good at this. Judith, we want to really thank you for coming. We are running out of time already. We do appreciate you for coming, and I hope you remind me the greetings.
Man, I loved it.
Remind me the greetings. I forgot it. When you want to say goodbye. You're laughing at me. Kwaheri. Okay, so everybody, let's greet Judith bye-bye. And let's go and say bye-bye on Reading with John today. Kwaheri, Judith. Kwaheri. Okay. I hope we will invite you next time. You're going to come. We really enjoyed this conversation, and we hope to see you next time on Couch Talk with. Oh, she's yawning. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. Oda, let me tell them good night. Oda, let them go and sleep. Bye-bye, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. We'll see you next week Saturday. Bye.